Okay, so hello everyone. I had this little video idea. So, as most of you know, um, I have a game called B.O.T. Right? It has a meaning, okay, but it's just a bot. Okay, let's call it bot. The thing is, what most of you don't know is that there's actually an unreleased version. I call it the pre-alpha version because right now bot is in alpha. Even though here it says beta, that's like a mistake that I made, right? But this, let's just consider it the pre-alpha version, and please ignore the freaking Hello Neighbor stolen art that I used there for some reason. I really don't know why. Anyways, let's just forget that and let's hop into this. Um, okay, amazing. So we have here an uh, uncopylogged lab map from P, and I used to believe that those models were actually from the made by Minitune and that they were free to use for for, let's just say, renders and all. We have this scene from the scrapped trailer, right? The original idea that I had. There's also this part, okay, that I had for the trailer. I can only show you that this part is for chapter 1 and this other one for chapter 3. And holy shoot, he looks extremely ugly. Like, it's not that different from the design that from the official design, but it's really just like I think you guys get the point, right? Oh yeah, and this is actually the original menu. I believe that I actually wasn't using. Oh wait, yeah, I was using future lighting. Never mind. Just that the the lighting was really screwed for some reason. Anyway, so this was the original menu, right? And it was a more piggy style menu, right? So basically, the classic play buttons and all, and then you go here and you had the whole chapter select. Yeah, it's really outdated nowadays, and I like the new one more. This is a bunch of stuff that I don't really want to show because that's related to future projects. And okay, this thing right now that you're this thing right now that you're going to see is the original chapter 1. Okay, some of these buildings are actually in the chapter as more of references. I actually use one of these, but it's so far in the background that you can't actually see it in the chapter. That's the fun part. Okay, so yeah, I think you can probably notice the change. You still have the glass. By the way, my grammar here was absolutely horrible. So this, for example, this breaking news note, I had to completely remake it when renewing the chapter because it was so poorly written. All these events that you see here, they don't actually work because I didn't know how to script. That yeah, you have here, for example, Fred's furniture, and for some reason this light specifically looks oddly good, and I don't even know why. The rest of the lighting looks extremely blank for some reason. Oh, and by the way, for these stairs, I literally looked up. For this plan too, I literally just looked up stairs in the toolbox. What's so bad? My bad for that, for yawning. Yeah, so the chapter was a lot more simpler. I originally had this idea of putting here like a little plank, and then you like got up here. Maybe there was some items or something, but that was quickly scrapped because I just didn't really know how to script. The 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 jewelry store, however, looks really normal. Looks well, except for this, but everything pretty much looks the same. It's just that this was originally going to be completely, you know, open, just like that. And yeah, it's actually really different from the whole map itself. Is really different from the whole, you know, what came to be the actual map. Oh, by the way, here's the Catherine Easter egg, right? So there's also a wanted poster here. I don't know. I just thought people would eventually get the map somehow and find that secret. Oh, and the original Richard. For some reason, most of my models had the eyes really all the way up. Like here, let me pull out the actual Richard from here. I don't have the updated model, but I have the version 2, right? This is the one that's used in chapter 1 and chapter 2. So like, yeah, it's really easy to see how they're the same character, but at the same time it's like so different. It's like this model was made for I don't know. This model was made by a, well, yeah, it was actually made by a beginner, right? So I can't really talk much about it. It was made by me when I was like, new. And here, Catherine, right? By the way, I use one of those like stolen pants that they just reuse it. I don't know. It's really weird. Yeah, Catherine, for example. I actually still think this is one of the best redesigns I've made. One of the ones that work the best. Here, let me make the graphics better, really, real quick, so you can all see. Yeah, I mean, it just adds more shadows, so you can actually see where the outlines are. So, yeah, a big change, I guess you could say. By the way, they are not actually wearing the same outfit, as you can probably guess, but the original outfit for her was this one. This one right here. I mean, it looks kind of small because I kind of reused it later. Actually, this isn't the same, so you can probably notice for head and kind of the colors. I do have the original, yeah, right here, I believe. Yeah, it still kind of looks more, you know, darker when it comes to the colors, but this was going to be her original design. At the time, I thought this was amazing. Like, yeah, there's kind of a big change, as you can see. Um, but yeah, that's basically the whole thing. Oh, and I also had, like, I already had planned. Actually, I already have planned literally all the chapters of part 1. So here's a whip for chapter 2. Here are the suitcases that are also used in the chase sequence, like at the end. Yeah, I originally thought that this was going to be like a great chapter and all. And even in the new version of, well, the actually release version, it's still really a really bad chapter. I'm sorry, like, sorry for all those chapter 2 enjoyers, but yeah, not really cool. I also had this model of a really old design of one of my characters. Yeah, and here's also well, this character, she'll be important eventually, like you'll see, or something. Here's Freedoms, by the way. You'll probably saw him in chapter 3 in the cutscene. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Here's Bob, right? His design hasn't changed much, but his original design, actually this was a redesign that I made real quick to change a bit and update it, because I didn't really like it much, and yeah, I really do prefer this one. Um, yeah, his original design was actually going to be a like construction worker, right? And then basically the chapter would end in here. Let me go back real quick. You see how in the metro here you have a white key. Okay, so Bob was original. Who was Bob actually was in the concept. He was a crocodile. So there's a neat fun fact, I guess. Um, but yeah, Bob was actually going to be holding a white key, and then maybe when he in his jump scare, maybe he stabs you with it or something. I don't know. I was still thinking about that, and yeah, basically, you would give a battery to Richard, and then he would walk over to Bob and tase him, and then Bob would just drop the key, you get it, and leave. And that's basically how it was going to work. There was also a scripted cutscene, right? Well, not scripted, my bad. There was also going to be cutscenes, like in normal Piggy. And yeah, that just. I eventually found out that it was much easier and it was better for me to not add those kind of cutscenes, because I just personally I don't think they're really that engaging, and like you just sit there and see stuff happen, which it should be the point of a cutscene, but I don't know. I just prefer the ones that we have that I ended up including. The ones where they're like scripted and all. And also, here's an alternative design for Catherine that actually got updated into. Eventually got updated into this. This is also an outdated version, by the way. You can notice by the color of the fur and the color of the nose, right? Um, but yeah, it's kind of a big change too. I mean, I guess you could consider that this what are these called? Anyway, a bandana, right? So I guess you could imagine that this bandana ended up as the scarf. I don't know, just make up your own head canons or something, whatever. Oh, and also the beautiful eye, yeah, amazing. That that probably could or couldn't mean something. I don't know. That was probably scrapped also early on. I don't remember right now. Oh, yeah, and if it couldn't get even uglier, here's the actual original Officer D design, right? Yeah, I'm really glad I redesigned him. Like originally in his redesign, it didn't really look that good. Let me check if I can find it here. No, I can't. Okay, so his original redesign didn't really look that good, or but his new one, the one used in the game, I actually think that one does look pretty cool. And yeah, it's pretty crazy to look at all of this and seeing how the the chapters, no, how the development has changed. Like it's not that different from the current direction the game is going on, and you know the the actual game, right? But at the same time, it's just like it was going to be completely different. So like yeah, if you think about it, this is an extremely awful map. It's just so small. Like these cars are the barriers, right? Because I don't know, I just thought of adding a little funny lore in which the citizens basically just bought a bunch of red cars, and that's why these are the barriers of the map. But anyways, yeah, basically it was really different. There was also a lot of clipping issues, so yeah, there's that. And Catherine Sally wasn't even Catherine Sally at the time. Uh, oh wait, no, never mind. Yes, it was. It was actually this one. So yeah, but it was out of bounds, and I don't even know how I allowed this to happen. Um, but yeah, pretty crazy, pretty crazy stuff. Uh, so yeah, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoy this little, I guess, documentary or informational. Wait, no, or edu educative video, I guess you could call it. I don't know, but just B.O.T stuff. Uh, yeah, that's about it. I can't believe I just ranted about the pre-release version of my game for 16 minutes. Anyways, hope you enjoyed and see you all later. Bye.